Hello, it is Erin Floto here, and today I thought I would take you behind the scenes of me setting up my March plan with me. I don't think I've ever really talked through my process while I was sketching things out, setting things up. So, and my plan with me is I don't do in the same day, so I'm probably doing this intro, probably going to sketch one thing, and show you the cover page that I already sketched when I had this idea to kind of talk behind the scenes of what I do for my plan with me's. So it's going to be over the next couple of days, but I want to take you along for the ride while I think, sketch, and plan out my plan with me. Okay, so I did start sketching out my cover page. So I really liked in February doing this cascading effect with the flamingo. So I think I'm going to do the same thing, but with the sun. So each month for this year, I kind of spun two wheels, and then the two things, I paired them together to make a theme. This one was the hardest, I think. It was a sun and feathers theme, which I did not know what direction to go with at all. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I haven't figured out, I got a new printer. I haven't figured out the colors yet because this isn't quite the purple that I had in mind. So I might play around with that a little bit more. I typically only really use this page anyways, so it might not be the biggest issue in the world. But this is the sticker kit that I came up with the sun and feathers theme. And I decided to lean pretty heavily into like this boho, Rapunzel-y type theme. So I have all of my purple and yellow pens. So I'm going to swatch all of them out to see how I feel about them and start pairing them together. That is usually where I start out with all of my plan with me's, is like, what am I doing here? So that's what I'm going to start with here, aside from the cover page that I already sketched out. So let me go get a spare paper and we'll go ahead and swatch those. Okay, so I think this is the color palette that I am going to go with. So I have 055 for the yellow. This is the brightest yellow and honestly matches this the best anyways. I have a Calliograph in the Orchid color. I think that is that one. That one? That one. I have 323 for the purple and Tombow. I have Grape Jelly for the Calliograph and 676. So those are the colors that I am going to go with. I like how they all look together. I was trying to do more of a like red purple, but I really like how this dark one was going versus this dark one. So I'm happy with that color palette. So that's the one that I'm going to use for March. So let's go ahead and start sketching things out a little bit more. So I have my cover page. I think I already talked about it, how I am planning to do the cascading pages again. So this one's going to be a little bit harder, I imagine. So it's going to end about here. Of course, like the cutouts are going to include all of the like rays from the sun. But like the substantive area that I have to work with is a lot less on the back side of this page. So I'm actually not sure if I'm going to use the back side. If I do, maybe it's just like a master task list That's probably going to be the easiest. So the most amount of room that I'll have is to here. Well, technically to here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 12. So I'm going to count out to 11. So then this is going to be the master task list, which I'll have the header up here. I actually don't think I'm going to sketch it out at all. So I think header, I literally said I wasn't going to sketch it out at all, but something to this effect. And then the rest of the space would be for tasks. I truly don't think that this is enough space. So if this is also going to be 11, basically I'm gonna be able to have this curve too. Because basically I want this page to be hidden from the front, right? I don't want any words being able to see through on the front. So this is also basically gonna go to 11. So I'll have this space and this space to do the master task list. So if I kind of sketch this out too, just so I have a rough idea. It won't matter until I come in to do the actual page. So then from here to here will be a color image. And then what was this one? Six. So this is going to be cut to here, which means this next page is going to be cut to 6. And then this final page is going to be the full page, but 0 to 6 is going to have color, if that makes sense. And then this. Okay. So that makes sense. So we have master task list, so that will be this whole page. Then this background is going to be colorful. This is going to get cut away. And you can see what I mean by all of this, right? So that's essentially what I did here is this part was cut away, this part had color. So that way from this cut line to here, there was going to be color, and from this cut line here, the final page is going to have color. So that's the same thing that I'm going to do on this March setup. So master task list, I need a habit tracker. And the important thing to remember is to also make sure that when you're planning this page, it also has the cut line. So this is going to be the 13. That way you know that this is the only spot that you have to work with. So I think this is probably going to be habit tracker. I want to see what the habit tracker looks like. Okay. Yeah, so I'll probably use this header on here. I really liked the habit tracker from January. I'm liking the February one less. I really, really liked the January habit tracker. Except for the fact that I put the steps and did the steps either one color or the other. I would rather do either I hit 5K steps or not. So I think that's what I'm going to keep it at. So if I do numbers along here, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 habits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so then this has 9 spaces. So then if I do strength training, cardio, skincare, I'm not going to do yoga. I think maybe I will do yoga. I think I'll do everything except for clean something. Or I'll consolidate YouTube and social media. And I'll just put social media. So we'll do yoga, skincare, sleep, steps, and then we'll do social media, and then cleaning. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wasn't this 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, well, I'm done. Perfect. So we'll go back to that YouTube video development, YouTube, post to social, and then we'll do cleaning. That's fine. And then this, I'll have the key and the totals. I kind of want everything to shift up 1, but this is a pretty big header. It's already gonna be closed, so I think this is kind of how it's gonna have to be. I don't love how everything is smushed down here, but I think it's fine. So this will be the habits. So we have the brain dump already. I don't want to do a spark list this time. I'm not doing statistics. If I go here, I do need a place to have goals. So let's do goals here. Oh, I actually like that. That's cute. I'll do my goals. And then maybe I'll do financials, because the goals won't take up a whole page. There will be 5 of them though. Do I have just stars somewhere? I mean, I have these small ones. I have 4. Oh no, I have enough larger ones. Okay, so I'll use these stickers for each of the goals, and then I'll have a place for financials. I might want to space it out better though. As my finances is really just in and out. And then from here, is the like bit of color. I'm cutting off this page, and then this is a full page. So I will probably do a calendar again. I want to change up the calendar though. And I do want to place for Bryson's milestones, but I think I'll do that again, kind of on its own page. I am kind of wasting a lot of pages. So March. So the 31st will go up here. That way I can keep it to 5 rows. That's totally fine. So calendar, Bryson, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. Okay, perfect. We have perfect amount of room, even if I do Bryson's page. And I do plan on doing similar to this. I did these cutouts for the tropical leaves. I think I'm going to do that here, but with the stars. So the stars are a big part of this theme. So I think each day of the week is going to be a star. I do kind of have to figure out the measurement for that though. So if I have 26 spots and I need to do it into 24, because then that's divisible by 3. Then we get into math, guys. So then it's 8 spots per thing. So 8 spots, 5 millimeters. So then when I am cutting out on Cricut, I will have to make sure that it is no more than 40 milliliters. 40 milliliters. Oh my goodness. It's fine. And then I'm thinking like 6 tall, maybe. Because I'll want to skip a space. So then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that gives space around for me to do designs. Again, totally fine. And then 8, that makes it the perfect amount to have 4 columns on this side, 3 columns on this side. And then there's still space on the bottom, space on the top for me to work with. And I'm a righty, so this will make it so that I can write easier on Sunday. So I like how all of that is planned out. So then this is going to be my calendar. And then I'll probably do just kind of feathers everywhere. Because this is all color on this side, I just want to do like kind of the top and bottom. So usually I refine things a little bit more after this. So like I start with kind of little sketches, and then I like go back in. Either I'm gonna do stickers for some of these small feathers, or I'll just kind of refine them, make them a little bit prettier. I am gonna do the cutouts for the stars, so that's gonna be done on my Cricut, and I'm gonna design on my Cricut. So I have my goals. I'm gonna use stars for these to do the goals, but I will be doing like a little highlight So I'm going to mark that in here because I want to make sure that there's still space between then and when I start doing the color cutout, the like washi cutout. And then this one, I'm not going to do anything that's like, I think this is going to be over, I'm going to switch it to 6 hours. And then this is going to be over 5K steps. Strength, cardio, yoga. This is skincare. So instead of marking it in when I do 5K over or under, I'm just doing marking it in if it's over 5K, if I am sleeping over 6 hours. So that is the plan here. And then this is going to be clean something again. I am really, really liking how I'm marking in cleaning for February with like what area of the house that I cleaned. It's really, really helpful. But sometimes I'm like just sweeping or just doing the dishes, and that doesn't mean I'm cleaning the kitchen. So I think I'm going to have to figure something out, not for this month, but for April, where I'm like kind of doing both. That it's, oh, am I cleaning something and where am I cleaning? So I think I'm going to have 2 different areas for that. I like the idea of continually changing up my habit tracker. I think I talked about it before, but having such a stagnant habit tracker for all of 2024 was really difficult for me. I really needed things to change up and they just weren't. So I think I would like to do that every month in 2025. It's just like change the habit tracker up a little bit. And if I go back to a previous version of a habit tracker, I'm totally fine with that. But like, I don't want 2 months to be the same back to back. So that's my plan there. So that is all, I guess, of the behind the scenes setup that I'm going to do for now. So I have the header. I think I don't like how blank this left hand side is. So I might do some more feathers, or I guess I could do some more cutout stars, like kind of how February is like fill the gap with the cutouts. That's definitely a possibility. And maybe I'll do stars and feathers with cutouts. It might not be a bad idea. I'm gonna have to play around with that and see though. I'll cut everything out and I'll try to do some behind the scenes while I'm doing the actual filming process. Sometimes it's a little bit hard for me to do that, but I might bring you along and like kind of, as I'm messing with it, give you some of the ideas of what I'm thinking while I'm messing with it. That way you do have a real behind the scenes look at while I'm filming. Okay, so I have done the boho feather. I've done the sun. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to create a dark purple outline around the sun. I'm thinking that I probably won't need it once the other pages are in there. So I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see. Did I do enough? So we have this on this page, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. Okay, I did enough. Jesus. So I have the backgrounds that I'm going to do, and I think I'm gonna do those before I start doing the master task list in here. Not sure. But you can see I kind of outlined it a little bit there. I wish I would have thought about this a little bit more, that this wouldn't have peeked out from here, but it's fine. So the next thing I'm going to do is do a oh God, I thought that was blood, which wouldn't shock me. I'm going to do a bit of a transition video. So I'll show you how I do those transition videos. So I have it recording. So I'm going to start with my hands up here. You can kind of see the shot. Then let go. You let it fall, and then as the pieces are falling in editing, I'm going to paste these all around, and then in editing, I'm going to stop while it's falling and then cut it so that way all the stars are in its place. So that's typically how I do that type of transition. Okay, so I'm so annoyed because I did the thing that I was literally talking about before, not screwing up what is on the other side. I screwed up what was on the other side of the calendar. And then I don't have enough space on this side. So I think now I'm going to make this the calendar and this the milestones. It is what it is. Your girl's not that bright. It's fine. So I'm going to keep pretty much all of my sketches in here because I'm sure I will do some of this like feather stuff for the milestones page, and I'll just get rid of the lines for the calendar because it's fine. It's fine. Screw ups happen all the time. It's absolutely fine. It's literally not the end of the world. So I'll keep it probably like this and then just put milestones, March milestones here in the center, I'm thinking. And then the size of the stars should still work because I did actually make them a little bit smaller than I needed to. So they should still work. I'll probably have to go down to 7, I imagine. I imagine that I will have to go down to 7. So this is 29. So 28, right, would be 7. Because then it would be 21, 14, 7, 0. So, oh, cool. That has enough space. And then we have 7, 14, 21. Technically, there's columns on both sides. So I will keep it on the right-hand side. So then there's this amount of space for doodles of some sort. And then it should still work to do 6. If I remember correctly. So 6. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. So that spacing still works out. Okay, perfect. So that spacing still works out for that. So not the end of the world, just literally so annoying. So annoying that I did the exact thing that I had just talked about not doing. But it's fine. But it's fine. And so this will be... Maybe do like a little baby foot there. Because I did the milestones a little bit to the left. And I don't want to sketch it out again. So maybe do like a little collection over there so it balances it a little bit more. Baby Bryson is all done. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to do the rest of this another day. I'm tired. I'm annoyed with what I did. I don't actually think that this needs a darker border now that I see it up against everything. I think we're good. Oh, and baby Bryson is upset. So I'm going to finish up for the day and catch you all on the next time that I film this. So I don't know if it's a miracle or not, but I actually did end up finishing in one day. I think it's because there wasn't a lot to fill in like in the actual thing itself, and I chose some really easy drawings to go with it. So let me go ahead and show you how it turned out. If you haven't already watched the video, that was posted last week, so definitely go check that out. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. So let's go ahead and look. So we did the cascading look again. I will not be doing that again for April, but I have really liked how the last 2 months have gone doing it. So, I mean, I'm saying I won't, but we shall see. So we have the header right here. I did have to fix up around some of the edges, as you can kind of see, with some like a white acrylic marker. So I have the March cover page, and then this Rapunzel-y looking sun going there. I have the master task list, which I'm happy with how I did this, because I literally just cut it out, but I am happy with the look of that. And it doesn't matter to me that this isn't even with this. It does matter to me a little bit that this did not make it all the way to that line, but it is what it is. And honestly, I think it's fine. So that's the master task list. I have space, and I can keep going on this left hand side page, and I can keep going up if I really want to, if I'm starting to run out of room. I doubt it, because this is really my collection of tasks at the beginning of the month. And if it's not like a day specific task, but I think about it and I'm not going to do it that day, like what I need to do. So that's a master task list. We have the habit tracker. This is the same as January. I have my key down here, and this is where I will house the totals. We have a space for the goals up here, the finances in and out. And all of these, the ones that I drew, are just real quick drawings. You can kind of see it's kind of just scribbled. But I kind of like the loosey-goosey look to it. It kind of goes with the boho theme for me. It's like not perfect, right? And like they're very rounded corners. Then I have the March milestones. Again, like I said, these feathers, I chose a really simple type of feather to draw for like the outside, and it creates like a nice little border here. And then finally we have the calendar. I do really like how that looks. And again, I did take the easy way out in some areas where I added like the stickers for all of these headers. So that would have taken me forever, but I have the stickers. I have the sticker kit. I designed the sticker kit, so I might as well. So I do have the feathers around here still, and then each of the stars I just glued down. And I just put this month. I didn't want to put March again. There's so many Marches in here, because there's March on the front page. There's March milestones. So I didn't want to put March again. So I just put this month. And like with that very simple header. So that is the look. And then I will get into my dailies on this next page. So that is the behind the scenes look of my March setup. Let me know if you want some more of these videos. I think it's interesting. I love hearing how people do things. So let me know if that's something that you want to see again, like me sketching things out. I can't promise it every month, because I do want to make sure that I am having some variation in the months of what I am doing, but I am willing to do it occasionally. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.